If you're a woman and you want to break free and start to using your sexual energy to create the life you want, this video is going to be for you. I'm going to show you what happened in your body when you are repressing emotion, when your sexual energy is just literally not alive in your body. So what happened is, and I'm going to show you with this girl here that I just draw. We all have this. It's a bunch of nerves that goes from your brain into your womb space. So your womb space is over here. All right, so now here's what happened. Your thoughts and your emotion are connected. So whenever there's a situation that triggers you, so I'm gonna give an example like with your partner. So if you have a partner and you live with him and then he did something that triggers you, so it could be a situation like as simple as wiping the table while he was angry, and you talk to him but he's angry, wiping the table, and somehow it triggers you because you were in a good mood and then he was not, and then you're starting to change mood and you're starting to have this emotion rising up because you see a situation that you don't really like and that it's really hard for you to stay in your center. So you see the situation and you start to think and how much he's pissing you off, why is he so angry cleaning the table, and you start to think and make it bigger in your thoughts. But that thoughts let that emotion emerge even more. And if you didn't talk about this emotion, if you didn't talk it out, and if you just been thinking in your head so much bad stuff about your partner, being so angry about this table and how much it pisses you off, but you don't say anything, then this pituitary gland that it's called is it's in the center of your brain, and it manages your emotions. So your pituitary gland is going to send signals through the vagus nerve, which is a bunch of nerves system pathway. It's like a big pathway of nerves that goes through your heart, through your lungs, and through your womb space, and a bunch more. They're all interconnected through all these nerves, your organs. So it goes from the pituitary gland, it goes through your organs, and then goes all the way into your womb space. So that's why organs hold emotion as well. Every organ is related to a certain emotion. So every emotion, everything you've been repressing as a woman, everything that you've been holding, not letting out, and every situation that's been triggering you without you telling anything, all of this go and travel all the way down into your womb space. And now in your womb space, what is there? There's gonna be your uterus, all your sexual organs. So uterus, ovaries, vagina, anus, everything that is related to your sexual organs is going to be in your womb space. And what happened is when all these emotions are carried all the way down there and are repressed and pushed down, and if you never let them out, it's all going to get stuck in there. And what often happens is that woman is going to carry so much for so many years that at some point they're going to get cancer. I'm not sure I want to say this on YouTube because I don't want to get banned, but there's a lot of cysts and like problem like this, like very bad problem that happen to women because their womb is so inflated and there's so much things that they accumulated down there that it just needs to come out. And actually I met 2 doctors a couple of weeks ago, and they literally told us that because one of them was working in emergency, and he says that he would see more and more women coming to see them with womb issues like this, but they didn't know how to figure it out because physically they didn't have nothing, and doctors can just not see why they have these problems because it comes and goes and it's very emotional. So because it's so emotional, it becomes physical. So for them, they couldn't see anything, but they knew that women were in pain. So this is what happened, is when you have so much repressed emotion that you just push down, and it's something that I had as well. But because I've done a lot of energetic work and I found the tools for myself to let all this energy out, I got myself out of so much pain. So it's something that I've been through, so that's why I know what's happening, and I really understand women that suffer in this area, and I understand how everything happened because it's something that I've been going through as well. But good news, it's something you can work through as well. So whenever you are conscious that all of your emotion and your thoughts are related and they all work together, you can start to really shift your mindset in the situation that you're going through, and whenever you have a trigger, so you can start to catch yourself, catch your thoughts. So catching your thoughts is one of the main thing that you can really start to work on if you have a womb issues, if you feel like you repress a lot of your emotions. So catching your thought is one of the first thing, and after that you need to have the tools, and it's something that I teach in my course. So I created a course for women who have relationship issues, that they have difficulty with their emotion, and they feel like they feel disconnected from their body, and that they don't feel so at home within themselves, and for them intimacy and sexuality is hard, and they really have a lot of block and cannot create the life they want. Well, my course is teaching all of that, so it helps you release all these past relationship issues that you had stuck in your womb, release all this trapped energy so you can start to awaken your sexual energy again and create the life that you desire. For any of you who's watching, this is really something you can go through, but it takes a lot of work, it takes patience. But once you have all these tools and you know how to work with your energy, then you have this for life, you're set, and you can just keep on getting better as a person. And I'm telling you, if you're a woman and you're watching this right now, having these tools and knowing how to work with your energy, it's so empowering. And once you start doing it, your life is going to change. Your life is going to be changed for good, and you're going to have these tools for life. So once you've done it and once you start working at it, you can get so good and you can create the biggest shift in your life you could even think about. So let's get back to it. So when you start to acknowledge that you have pain, acknowledge that there's something going off and with you, and you feel like you need to sort of dig deeper a little bit, you can actually release all this energy that was trapped in your womb. So all this energy, once you start to release, it can just start to activate inside of your womb, and this is when you start to work with your sexual energy. So once you work with this sexual energy and you really release, you really shed, this energy can just start to activate and just leave and push everything you no longer needed out of your body completely and out of your field as well. So everything that was in just is gonna get pushed all the way up out of your energetic field, so you can have the flow and your life force back again. But for this to happen, there's a lot of work and a lot of release that needs to be done. But once this is done and this is activate, then you're good to go. And you can start to have your chakra. So when it goes up, it's gonna, so we have 7 chakras, and you can as well, I'm gonna link another video that I have in my YouTube channel that you can go and learn more about the chakra as well if you want. But when that sexual energy is gonna be released and all these trapped emotions gonna be released from your womb, it's gonna open each one of your chakras. So let's say we have 7 here: the throat, third eye, the crown, and I don't know which one is it, the heart, the solar plexus, and the sacral, and the root. So once this energy, your life force, your sexual energy, your repressed emotion, when everything starts to work together to push everything you no longer need, all these repressed emotion, that they're gonna go out, they're gonna open each one of your chakra after the other, so it can just clear yourself all the way up. So this is a big release is gonna happen in your body, and this release is really powerful, and it's gonna clear all your skin, all your cells in your body. So this energy, once it emerges, and some people call it Kundalini energy. But once this energy starts to activate and start to work in your womb space and start to release everything all the way up, you're gonna feel so good, you're gonna feel so clear, you're gonna feel so free. The feeling of having your womb clear from anything you were repressing for years, I'm telling you, it's like the best feeling. So once you clear all this, and you can clear all these emotions that was trapped in your womb and really work at it, so you can start to push everything up and open each one of your chakra as you push these emotions out in your field. Then the goal, so your field stay clear afterwards, is to keep on working on your mindset, because you're gonna have situation that's gonna come back to trigger you again, but now it's gonna be a test to see, did you learn from that mindset? Did you learn from that trigger? Are you still gonna be triggered? Or are you still gonna be triggered and have this intense emotion about that trigger that just happened? Or are you gonna be able to finally release this situation and be, oh, okay, it's not that bad. He can be angry. So my partner, if we take the example of the angry partner wiping the table, you could be saying, oh, look at him, like he's angry washing the table. Oh, it's okay, I'm gonna do my thing. It doesn't bother me. So this is the mindset shift that I was talking about. So instead of like being angry at your partner because he's angry and he's wiping the table, well, this is not your emotion, that's his emotion. So instead of you stay in your center and you say, oh, he's angry doing the thing, whatever, I'm gonna keep doing my thing, or oh, I'm gonna take a shower, it makes me feel good and it's gonna clear the air, instead of starting to be angry and start to do that same loop you've done in the past. So this is what happened when you start to work with your mindset mixed with working with clearing as well, because you can do the most clearing that you want with energy healing, with all these practice to release somatic work, everything. But if you don't work with your mindset, then all these bad emotions can come back all the time. So mixing the mindset and the energy healing work is very good and very important. So I hope all this was clear and it gives you a little bit more of an idea of repressed emotion and how important they are and how important they are to be acknowledged so you can release. And one thing important to note about releasing this trapped energy stuck in your womb is to start working with your sexual energy. So once you start working with your sexual energy through reconnecting to your body and self-intimacy mainly, so you can really start to connect, reconnect, and just find yourself at home within yourself again, it's when that sexual energy is going to release everything up. And once you clear all of your chakras and you clear all this space here, you're gonna have, you can think of as your womb space as your creative center, is the place that you can give birth from there. You can bring a child into this earth. This place is your creative space. So think of it like when it's full of like this, of things, of repressed emotion, it cannot let you create anything because it's full. It doesn't have space for you to create anything. But once all of this is released and you feel good again, and that you have all this space that is empty like this, and we can just think of it like when it's empty and it has more space to breathe. So you can think of this, that when it's full, it's like it's taking all of your energy. So it takes your energy, you have lack of motivation, you are not fulfilled in your life, and you're just tired, no creative energy. And when it's like clear, then it's when you start to have a lot of energy, you have a creative idea that can come to you now because all of your chakras are clear. So now you can have ideas coming to you, you can start create new projects, so you can birth new project and you can birth anything you want because you finally have space in there that before you didn't, and it was just hurting you because it was full of trapped emotion. So your goal is really to clear that space so it can awaken all of your chakras. And how you do it is by reconnecting to your body in self-intimacy. So that's exactly what I'm teaching in my course, and I give you all the tools to do it. So if you're a woman and any of this resonate with you, if you feel like you are not living the life that you should be living right now, if you feel like you are tired, you lack motivation, or there's something blocking you from reaching your goal, but you're not sure why, I'm telling you right now, as soon as you start to empower yourself and start to learn self-intimacy practice, learn how to move this energy within yourself, you are gonna be a magnet to your deepest desire. So I'm telling you right now, this work is like insane. When you start to work with it, it just literally empower you in the best way. And a couple of days ago, I did a masterclass. So now my course is still on pre-sale price, and my course is going to be on pre-sale price until midnight tonight. So if you see this today by chance, or which I don't really believe in coincidence or chance anyhow, but if you see this video and you really feel like this resonates with you, then just you can contact me, you can email me, and or if not, you can just go on my website page to go and check my course. And yeah, so hopefully this was interesting, and I'll see you next week for another video. Have a beautiful day.